Hi, welcome to the Brief Book Reviews channel, otherwise known as An Old Guy Reviews the Book that he's read this week. So what's the old guy read this week? Well, the book I've read this week is this one. It's called An Eye for an Eye by author Jeffrey Archer. It was published by HarperCollins as a hardback here in the United Kingdom on the 24th of September 2024. And whilst we're on the subject of hardback editions, the first print of this book has got a very nice cover on it, so I'll take the dust jacket off just for a minute and you will see that it's a gold foil embossed cover, and it says it's a collector's edition. So for those of us that like a good book that you can hold in your hand, that's worth a look. I bought this from Amazon, but clearly it's first print, so available from most booksellers, I would think. Okay, less of the waffle cliff. What's this all about? Well, it's another adventure for Chief Superintendent William Warwick. It's the seventh adventure for William Warwick and his team. Previous two, Trader's Gate and Next in Line, were reviewed on the channel, so if you want to look at that, please do. Top level, it's a typical Archer tale. You know, we've got politics, we've got the arts, we've got dodgy geezers, rags to riches type tales. Lots of history, and as always with Archer, it's a very good tale. Nobody can quite tell a tale as Jeffrey Archer. But at any rate, what's this about, I hear you say? Well, it kicks off with a guy called Simon Hartley. Simon's the son of Lord Hartley. All the Hartley boys over the years have either gone into religious pursuits as ministers or politics. Simon has somewhat kicked the tradition and gone into finance, and the book kicks off with Simon meeting the Prime Minister for the first time. These are the stories set in the Blair government years. So it kicks off and says, today I met the Prime Minister for the first time and unfortunately said goodbye to my father for the last time. So Lord Hartley dies soon after this meeting. But the reason Simon has been asked to see the Prime Minister is that they want him to lead a delegation to Saudi to try and negotiate an arms deal. There's a big arms deal coming up. The competitors are Britain, France, Italy. It's worth £3 billion. Clearly, that will bring revenue into the country, lots of jobs. There are issues with the Saudi human rights record, and it's a delicate path to tread. So Simon is asked to go and negotiate with the Saudis on the UK's behalf. So he does. He meets a Lebanese intermediary. When he's out there, they go to a club, which is purely for foreigners because there's alcohol in it. And during that time, there's a murder, and Simon is falsely accused and imprisoned because they basically fitted him up for a murder, which was actually committed by somebody else who'd been there, a Saudi prince known as the Black Prince. So there's that going on, and we then see William Warwick. William Warwick goes to see his boss, Commander Hawksby, the Hawk, him and his William and his sidekick Ross Hogan, and says it's like this. The Saudis are coming to the Farnborough Air Show, one of the biggest air shows in the world. A couple of weeks' time, you're head of Royal and Diplomatic Protection. There's this massive arms deal going on. Our guy in Saudi has been falsely imprisoned. There's all sorts of stuff we need to sort out, but we need to make sure that their visit to the UK goes smoothly. And P.S., just for a laugh, guess who's coming out of Wormwood Scrubs in a couple of weeks' time? And Warwick says, "Oh, you're joking." And sure enough, his nemesis, his adversary, arch criminal Miles Faulkner, is just about to leave prison. He got a 4-year stretch, but he's getting out after 3 years for good behaviour. And Faulkner, we know, is bent on revenge. Comes out with his sidekick, QC Booth Watson, his lawyer, who's almost as dodgy as Miles Faulkner. And there's going to be trouble ahead. So that's the background to the story. We have a massive arms deal. We have somebody falsely imprisoned. And there's lots going on. We also have subplots, as always, with the William Warwick stories, with Beth Warwick, his wife, been involved with some dodgy dealings at the Fitzmolian, the museum that she's in charge of. We also have, Warwick's children, particularly Artie, also involved in a bit of campaigning. So lots going on. And in fact, in this book, whilst there's the usual, it moves very quickly. There's a lot more of Inspector Hogan, Ross Hogan, in this book. In one stage, he has to impersonate an Irish diplomat to go to Saudi and extract a witness to try and help with the investigation. So a lot going on. It's the usual Archer story. People can be a bit sniffy about Geoffrey Archer and say, sometimes it stretches the imagination a bit, and there's always a little bit of Geoffrey involved in the stories, and that's true. But you can't get away from the fact that Archer tells a very, very good tale. This is a compelling tale. It's fast moving. There's lots of twists and turns. And we actually end up with a cliffhanger involving Hogan. And we know that, that's leading to another chapter of the story. But unfortunately, we're told at the back of the book that that's going to be the last chapter. And he says, if I can just find the appropriate page... The last page says, the countdown begins. William Warwick, the final novel, available to order now, autumn 2025. So this time next year, we will see the last William Warwick tale. I had to say, this is a good one. 370 pages. Really enjoyed reading it. It's a fast-moving tale. There's lots going on. And quite no one, tells a story as well as Geoffrey Archer. So I thoroughly recommend it. I'd give it 7 out of 10. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I probably have. One of the things I did miss was that the criminal involved, Miles Faulkner, is involved with a historical document that could possibly be priceless. So we have that going on, as well as the Saudi arms deal. So that's it for this week's brief book review. Thoroughly enjoyed reading it, and I'd recommend it. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. 10:10 till we do it again.